How's it going? Congratulations. We're joined now by student athletes from the North Carolina Tar Heels, Rayshawn Leakey Black, Brady Manick, and Armando Baycott. They're here with us for around 12, maybe 13 minutes. If you have a question for student athletes from North Carolina, please raise your hand. Our microphone stewards are eager to bring the microphone to get your questions. Let's start up front to the left. Name and media outlet, please, for everyone, and then address your question.
Vashti here with Carolina Blitz. This question is for you, Leakey. You're a North Carolina kid. Governor Cooper just declared North Carolina the center of the basketball universe. So I think you, more than anybody, would understand the significance of this game. Mm-hmm. Being from North Carolina, can you kind of speak to that? And what are you hearing from people from North Carolina that you may have grown up with regarding this matchup?
Honestly, I haven't really heard much because I stay off social media. I don't really see too much. But, just walking around campus and stuff, it's just all love and positivity. A lot of people just rooting for us. Nobody really thought we'd get to this point. So just proving a lot of people wrong, seeing a lot of friends. They get bragging rights because they've always believed in this kind of thing. But other than that, I haven't really seen too much.
Let's go on the right side with John Fanta.
John Fanta, Field of 68. Armando, congratulations on getting to the Final Four. I'm curious because there's a lot of people who say that night at Cameron Indoor, when you guys go in there and beat Duke the way that you did, served as that point to take off. Do you believe that served as an igniter?
No, I think all year our belief of how good we are, never changed for us. I feel like more nationally and more with the media and stuff, when we finally got that quad one win, a big time win like that versus Duke, especially being at Duke, I feel like that made everybody else believe in us. But for us, I feel like we always had that belief. We may not have shown it all the time, but we always believed we were that good.
Up front on the right side, next question for Carolina student athletes.
Scott Gleason with USA Today. The question is for Brady. Being in the Final Four, obviously this is, I assume, what you transfer for, and I was hoping you could just speak about what the sport looks like to be able to go to a program like North Carolina and now be playing on the sport's biggest stage.
Yeah, it's special. When I decided to come here, I knew the history. I knew that North Carolina plays in big games. I didn't expect to be in this stage, but it's the way the year has gone in the last month and a half for us. It's been unbelievable, and we've been playing really well, and we've earned it, and that is why we're here.
Next question's on the left side, 4 rows back.
Hey guys, Pat Welter, WRAL Sports. Questions for each of you, if you could each share some thoughts on Eric Hoots and what he's meant to the program and what he does for you guys.
Yeah. Armando, you want to take that one first, and then Brady, and then Leakey. I want to give the camera guys a chance to get you guys framed up.
Okay, gotcha.
Go ahead, Armando.
Yeah, Eric Hoots, he's really a staple of Carolina basketball. All he's done for us and for former players in the past. Nothing that we do will really be able to get done without him. He handles just about everything, and that's why he kind of, the famous Eric Hoots.
Yeah, he's big time. He, you need something done, you go to him, and he's always willing to help us, and he's just a really, really caring dude and puts everybody else first.
Leakey, same question to you.
Pretty much what they said. He really handles everything, and he doesn't really get tired of it, so he's really just the man for the job.
Next question's front right for Aaron.
Aaron Beard with the AP. This is for Leakey. You've been around Coach Davis for a good while now. I'm curious what your thoughts are about kind of how he's handled the challenge as a first-year coach of getting you guys to this point, and also he's someone that's played in the Final Four for North Carolina. How much value is their experience for you guys knowing he's been in your shoes?
His experience is a lot, because he just, when we get rattled, he just reminds us that he's been in that position before, and he just gets us under control, and just we're not too big for the moment. We all the work that we put in, with him is for that moment, before kind of thing. So he knows how to get us under control.
Let's go to the center of the room.
Andrew Jones, Tar Heel Illustrated. This is for all three of you guys. After you finally landed last night, after that interesting plane flight you guys had. What was the first, oh, wow, Final Four kind of moment that you guys experienced since you got here?
Leaky first, then Brady, then Armando.
I guess when we pulled up to the hotel, it was just like a lot of people out there, waiting for us to get off the bus and in the hotel lobby. For me, that was pretty much
Brady.
Yeah, at the same time, just a lot of cameras, a lot of people, a lot of excitement around our team and us arriving, and it was really cool to see.
Yeah, what they said, the arrival, it was pretty surprising just having all those people there because we don't play until Saturday. So I think it kind of caught all of us all off guard.
Center of the room on the left side, about 6 rows back.
CL Brown, Raleigh News and Observer. This is for you, Brady. You had the assignment to guard Banchero in that game in Cameron. What did you take out of that and that you will apply on Saturday?
Yeah, he's a really good player. He's tough. He shoots it well. He drives it well. He's a big guy. He's hard to guard. So just trying to limit as much as possible and just play hard.
Right side, just off the aisle, David.
David Teal from the Richmond Times-Dispatch. Armando, you guys are each a different class, but how much intersection and interaction on the court did you have with David McCormick and Mark Williams as you all were coming up through Virginia basketball?
Yeah, I mean, I've been knowing all of them since middle school. We all have played on the same AAU team. At some point, we all have played with each other on the same team, so I guess it's kind of cool just to see all of us make it to the Final Four and be the big man for each teams. And we're definitely all going into this weekend trying to, come out with the bragging rights.
If you have a
team
question,
loaded.
Go ahead, Armando. On the right side, let's go with Zach.
Zach Braziller, New York Post. For any of you guys, what do you think the atmosphere will be like Saturday night? Not only the Final Four, obviously, first time Duke could, Duke Carolina here in the NCAA tournament. What do you just expect the atmosphere to be like?
Armando, looks like you want to take that one.
I don't really know what to expect. I mean, I know it's going to be sold out. I know it's going to be a high-stakes game with it just being a Carolina versus Duke game. But, I mean, I think that's just a great part. We really don't know what to expect. But it'll definitely be a lot of fun.
Brady, you have a thought on that?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for this is that we're in the Final Four. No matter who we would have been playing, who we will play. I mean, I think the games are going to be big no matter what. So, I think just being in the Final Four brings that attention, and then Duke North Carolina game, it just brings it even more.
Leaky, does it make a difference that it's Duke?
Does it make a difference that it's Duke? No, I don't. At the end of the day, we're in the Final Four, and we really just came here for one thing, and that's to bring something home. And no matter who we're playing, that's our goal.
Let's go to the center of the room.
Hey guys, Joe Mazer, WTVD. I guess Brady, can you just take me through yesterday's travel experience? You guys get stuck on 40, the stairs, the weather. What was that whole thing like for you guys?
Yeah, it was long. I was asleep for most of it, but it was pretty long. A lot of sitting around, waiting, anticipation of just getting here. It's been good though. We're here and we're ready to play.
On the right side, about 5 rows back, John. Let's use that back right microphone. Come up a couple rows for me. There we go.
This is for any of the players, and if only one of you want to take it, it's totally fine. John Fanta, Field of 68. I'm curious, guys. You know what's out there. Everybody talking about the opposition and the last ride for that head coach. It's the first ride for your head coach. What is it about playing for Hubert Davis that we don't know enough about that you guys get to see from him day in and day out?
Leaky, you want to take that one first?
Yeah. Playing for a guy like him, he really just like a hell of a motivator. He'll get you like just pumped up and just ready to like run through a brick wall for him. He's not really an X and O's kind of guy. He's more of like a motivator, and that's just my biggest thing with him.
Brady?
Yeah, his passion for the school, for the game of basketball, it's unmatched. He brings it every day. He brings it to every practice, every shoot around, every game. And like Leaky said, he gets you motivated and gets you ready to go.
Armando?
Yeah, and I would just say also just how great of a coach he is, and I think possibly he could probably go down as one of the greatest coaches of all time. Just him being like an extension of Coach Smith and Coach Williams, and just how he kind of just revolutionized just Carolina basketball as a whole, I think it's something really good to look forward to.
On the right side, Jeff.
Jeff Goodman. Armando, how much did you hear that you guys were soft earlier in the year? How much did that motivate you, or did it not really affect you guys?
Oh, yeah. When you said it, it definitely pissed us all off. I'm not going to lie. I mean, yeah, it was it was kind of upsetting, you know, just because I didn't think we were really a soft team. I just think we just weren't playing together. And, you know, we just were going through tough stretches and growing pains just as a team. Because, I mean, we had a lot of new faces and a lot of new players, new system we were implementing, so we just were really figuring it out. But I feel like just even getting to this point, we just show how we're so much farther from being a soft team, and I think we're actually probably the toughest team.
I figured you wanted to follow up because you said it.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I'll take credit or blame or whatever.
Yeah.
I deserve it. When did it flip? When do you think it flipped? I mean, obviously March 5th was a big one for your guys' confidence, but it seemed to kind of flip a little bit before that.
Yeah, I mean, I would just say kind of just after the Wake Forest game, just it was a lot of tough stretches. And like I said, we just weren't playing together defensively. We were just worried about stopping our man versus playing team basketball. Offensively, we were playing hero ball, just not playing together, not making the extra passes, not setting the screen and rolling certain ways just because we didn't think we'd get the ball, just little things like that. And I think just after that, we just said, like, we just drew the line and said we had to stop being selfish. And in order for us to get it done, we got to play together as a team. And I feel like that's kind of what's been helping us and just getting us to this point.
Final question here for Leaky, Brady, and Armando. On the left.
Hey guys, Pat Welter, WRL Sports again. Hubert has all these sayings, right? Like energy, effort, toughness. Everyone gets an opportunity. Coaching is missionary work. Leaky, you mentioned one like the GBs the other day. What do you guys think of all these sayings that he has, and how do they resonate with you?
Leaky, let's start with you.
At first, I thought it was just kind of goofy, you know, hearing GBs for my first time. It was just, you know, it was kind of weird. But right now, we just don't really pay too much attention to it. We pretty much get the message, you know, and that's pretty much it.
Brady?
Yeah, at the beginning of the year, he's very repetitive on very certain things, kind of the things you were saying, and you know you don't really know where he's going with that. But the last month and a half, we've really bought into what he's been saying, and I mean it's all been making sense. We all got to play together. We all got to play smart. We all got to bring our toughness to every game. So he's been doing it for a reason the whole time.
Armando. Nothing to add?
Nah.
We want to thank Leaky, Brady, and Armando for joining us here. We're going to get some of their teammates in here next. If we don't see you guys tomorrow, best of luck on Saturday.
I want to thank you, too. I've been waiting to get to this point to be able to tell you that. Nah, thank you, though, for real, for that.
That's good. Great job, guys. Thank you. We'll be joined by Caleb Love, R.J. Davis, and Puff Johnson, I believe, next. Rob Landry. I was trying to get you the mic back. I thought it was going to be a boxing press conference for a minute. Got to bust my own table here, too. What's that? Well, oh, did he fall off? Coach Katie called during that press conference. Should we zoom him in? I didn't want to interrupt the flow. What year? And Coach Kortelbaum. You missed the reference I was trying to make. Jesse, my iPad just died, so our man from Baltimore, I can't bring him in. So if you guys want to bring him in, let me know. Well, I think Jen would have to do it with her laptop, and you guys would just have to signal me that we should bring him in. No, I mean, I'm charging. It's just using more. I have no idea. Maybe I have a bad cable. What's that? Nice. Yeah, I don't think I'll have time though. Yeah, I'm good for now. Unless Kenny wants to bring me something. No. No, I have water. I'm good. No, I'm good. Good afternoon. I'm good. How are you? Congratulations. I'm Mark. Nice to meet you. Mark. Nice to meet you. Mark, good to meet you, Pop. You're with me over here. We're joined now by Caleb Love, RJ Davis, and Donovan Puff Johnson from North Carolina. They're going to be with us for the next 7, 8, 9 minutes or so, and let's get to the questions right away. Let's start up front on the right with Aaron.
Aaron Beard with the AP. This is for Caleb. I was wondering if you could describe the mentality it takes to do what you've done in some of these games where the first half maybe you don't shoot well and then you get going. The Syracuse game, you went a whole game where you couldn't hit anything and then came through in the clutch. How do you do something like that and be successful?
Just never losing your confidence. You know, I know what work I put in and how much time I put in the gym, and I feel like my confidence never wavers. That I know that I can come up big in late moments and do what I do.
We'll go up front on the right side, Billy.
Billy Witz with the New York Times. RJ, some of your teammates were just talking about Coach Davis and just the just way he talks to you guys, and just guy who played here and coached here. Are there any stories that stick out in your mind that he's related to you about kind of his playing days, and whether it's in a Final Four or just playing Duke or some other moments that resonated with you?
I would say that just his stories about his time as a UNC player, his times as when he was in the NBA playing for the Knicks, just the motivation and passion he played with, and that his personality is like a dog mentality. And I think that when he speaks to us, it definitely gets us motivated when he's telling the stories, and it definitely gets us fired up to play. So we definitely appreciate him relating those stories to us.
very center of the room, guys.
Andrew Jones, Tar Heel Illustrated. For RJ and Caleb, Coach has talked earlier in this year a few times about how you guys had a little trouble dealing with prosperity. You'd play well for a week or so, and then something would happen. Have you gotten to a point now where you don't have to worry about dealing with prosperity, especially given the fact that what you achieved the other day and the stage that you're on now?
We're going to ask Caleb to take that first, and then RJ.
Yeah, just not getting complacent. I feel like in the beginning and the middle of the season, we'll win a couple games and get complacent or relax and feel like we got it made. But just knowing that, next game mentality and, not getting satisfied with winning big games or winning a few games in a row. So I feel like Coach Davis put that in our mentality, and ever since then, after the Miami and Wake Forest game, it just shifted.
RJ.
To piggyback on what Caleb said, he's always preaching our practice, our preparation, our play. And I think we really took that and put that in our minds, and we carried that along the way. So right now we're just working on our preparation, getting ready for the next game. And I think that's carried on the way how well we're playing successfully as a team.
Guys, we're going to go in the third row on the left, all the way on the aisle.
Hello, Royal Howell, Carolina Blitz. This question's for anyone on stage. There's been a lot of buzz on social media lately as far as Carolina potentially being the Cinderella team that's appeared in 3 of the last 6 Final Fours. Is it a fair assumption to say that Carolina is a Cinderella in this year's Final Four?
Puff, do you think Carolina's a Cinderella?
Honestly, I don't think we're a Cinderella team, just because I knew that from the beginning of the season I felt like we could do this as a team. And honestly, throughout the whole season, we knew that we were capable of making it this far. So in our eyes, I feel like we're not a Cinderella team.
In the third row.
Hey guys, Pat Welter, WRAL Sports. Questions for each of you. Hubert's got these sayings, right? Like energy, effort, and toughness. RJ, you were talking about practice, preparation, play. Everyone gets an opportunity. I mean, what do you guys think of those sayings and how they resonate with you guys?
Caleb first, then Puff.
It's just building our mentality, and every time he says something, it resonates with us, and we just try to, he always talks about playing with his personality. His personality is competing and showing up every game and showing up every time we on the court. So I feel like him giving us those sayings, it just, like I said, resonates with us, and we go out there and show it on the court.
Puff, go ahead. Same question.
Yeah, go on what Caleb said about playing with his personality. I think that's big for us, just because he's real fiery and real emotional, and I feel like when we carry that under the court, that's when we play our best basketball.
On the right side on the aisle, Zach.
Zach Braziller, New York Post. RJ, I know you've faced him twice already this year, but to be on the Final Four stage, what's it going to be like, to see your old high school teammate there, on such a big stage and, facing him?
It's crazy just to go from high school teammates to now being in the biggest rivalry in college basketball. It's just another game for me, another day in the office, but at the same time, I know what me and my teammates have done to get here. But, it's just good to see, a high school former teammate. But now, we're going against each other. So
we have a follow-up from the New York Post as well.
How often did you guys talk this year, and how much do you think you guys helped each other in high school get to this point?
We haven't talked often a lot this year. But just to see our growth from high school to now, this is amazing. So.
We have a question in the center of the room. Did you have a question, sir? Let's get him a microphone.
Thank you. Trayvon Miles, ABC 11 in Raleigh. This question is for Puff. How have things been for you for, the way you gained your role in the middle of the season to this ride now? How have things been for you, and how have you kind of taken on this whirlwind?
Since the beginning of the season and ever since playing basketball, my big thing is just trying to help the team in any way possible, whatever coach needs. And I'm not real focused in stats or anything like that. My big thing is just trying to make winning plays and plays that'll help our team at the end of the day have more points than the other team. So that's a big thing I try to pride myself on.
Left side on the aisle.
This question is for RJ, Luke DeCock from the NNO. If you ask players what sort of the turning point was in the season, some say the Wake game, after the Wake game, some say the Pitt game, the Duke game in Cameron. In your mind, when did things really change for you guys?
I would say the Syracuse game. That was like we had a gut out win. That was like a down to the wire kind of game, and I think that's when things really started to turn for us. I think after that we played Duke, so it was more about we played together as a team that game. We executed plays down the stretch, and we maintained our composure. So I would say that was a turning point for the season.
Last question is going to be right in the middle. We need to get a microphone from the left side. This is going to be the front left microphone. Final question.
Thank you. My name is Lane Higgins. I'm from the Wall Street Journal, and this one's for either RJ or Caleb. But obviously, you guys saw what the team was last year, and I think your coach has mentioned that there was maybe some veteran pieces missing in the sense that, you're kind of learning the ropes and how to play your position all by yourself. And when you add someone like Brady Manick, who obviously has experience with another team, but has that veteran leadership and has the tournament experience, what kind of extra element has he brought to the team? Both down the stretch of the season and also in the NCAA tournament.
Caleb first, then RJ, and then you guys are going to head down the hall.
Having Brady is amazing all year. He opens up the floor a lot because he can shoot the ball so well. And so it opens up everything, driving lanes and stuff like that. So I feel like him being with us has been nothing but great. And, I'm grateful to have him as a teammate because he does make winning plays and he does compete every time he's on the floor. He's probably one of the most competitive players I've played with. So just having him has been great all year.
RJ.
I mean, Brady's a one-of-a-kind kind of player. The way he can shoot the ball, he's hard to guard. The way he moves well without the ball, it's been great having him. Not just like on the court, but off the court. His personality brings a lot of laughter throughout the locker room, and it's just I'm happy that he came to UNC, and I'm happy to be his teammate.
We want to thank Caleb and RJ and Puff for joining us here in the main interview room. If we don't see you guys tomorrow, we want to wish you best of luck on Saturday.
Thank you.
Head coach Hubert Davis joins us at 1:50. So we have a 10-minute break here in the main interview room. Thank you very much, fellas. And thank you, everyone, for your questions. Don't sit over there.